Hey YouTube, it's your man, Primary Hunter here today, giving you my first anime and manga review. Well, in this case, just a manga review of My Hero Academia. At least I think that's how you pronounce it. My Hero Academia or Boku no Hero Academia. I don't know if it's pronounced Academia or Akameda or whatever. I'm giving you a review of it. Yep, as I said, this is going to be my first review, so try and be kind, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, why is my first review going to be this series? Frankly, just because I find it fun and enjoyable. It reminds me the most like Naruto, and that's why of earlier Naruto, like how felt about Naruto when I got into it, and that's why that's one of the main reasons why I'm reading this series. And like, if you're a Naruto fan and you got nothing else, you're looking for something else to read, I suggest this one. Like, this series is like right now we're at the 12th episode, as you can tell from the title, um, and it just gives you that night. It gives you a nice, chilled, fun, enjoyable shonen feel, and this series has a lot of potential. So at this 12th episode marker, I highly recommend it. But I've been other series before where I liked it, I really liked it, like at this point, but then like later on it just became uh, not mentioning those series. But anyway, this is about My Hero Academia. Why did I start this chapter? Because I mean, yeah, why am I reviewing this chapter? Like, I could have just reviewed chapter 11, which is the conclusion between Izuku and Bakugo's battle. Well, to be honest, I wasn't gonna do a chapter review, period, but this chapter, I really liked it. Not, and you might think it's weird because it didn't have a lot of action in it, but I was I'll explain to you the reason as this review goes on. But anyway, let's get to the chapter. Um, so basically, this chapter was mainly um not character development. What's it called? Characterization, I think, or whatever. It's pretty much showing us more the character of Iida, what's his face, Four Eyes, the Four Eye, the dude who wears glasses in the group, Iida. I'm not gonna remember his surname for now. And I gotta say, I really like this guy. Um, at first I was like, with him, like he seemed just like a stick up for the rules, but no, this guy, I like him. He's very classy. He is he's very responsible, and I think that like that's it. Like he's probably the most responsible character in like out of the main cast between Izuku, Ida himself, Uraraka, whatever the chick's name is, and Bakugo. Um, and like this chapter just showed it that just showed this character off really well because we started off like reporters shit, like everyone doing an interview, and then reporters getting kicked out of the high school and such. But then we like pretty much immediately the chapter was like the student electing the class president, and like I in my mind I thought it was obvious it's going to be Ida. No, 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 not it was going to be. I thought Ida was the best choice. Like I did not know who would win, but I thought Ida was going to be the best choice because he seemed to fit the role. Like he is very mature. He's very serious about his job, and he's very responsible, which is what I like. Like he takes the role with the utmost pride, especially when he called everyone out from saying like, I want to do it. He was like, no, it's not about whether you want to do it. It's the person who's most suited for the job, and that's what I liked about him. It's just like Especially like when it went later on, you found out that he had no votes, which because since everyone's allowed to vote for themselves, most people got at least one vote, but he didn't get any votes. So which meant that he voted for someone else who he thought could have done the better job. And we knew that the chick, like Zero Gravity Girl, voted for Izuku, and Izuku voted for himself. So obviously, there's one more person who voted for him, and like after the fight for the last chapter, it's not like Bakugo's gonna vote him. So it turned out, yeah, it was Iida, and Iida. What I like about him, he Iida really wanted the job. He really wanted to be the president, but he put like his wants aside for what he thought was the best choice. And like ever since like the exam, like the entrance exam, he's always held Izuku like with a like he always thought big of Izuku, even probably bigger than Izuku thinks of himself. So he clearly thinks that Izuku's the bigger man than he was, so he'd be better for the job in Ida's mind. So Ida voted for him even though he really wanted the job. And then we got through the chapter just talking about like Ida's back, like not much of his backstory, but like where his family stands. Like he's from a family of superheroes, which like explains why he's so serious. Why it like this all this stuff means a lot to him. Like it's obviously he's got a lot riding on him. He's like the second son of this family of superheroes, so he has to represent them well, which comes with his attitude, his serious, his responsible attitude, which I like, and how we also found out that he has an older brother called, I think Turbo. His name is Turbo Hero Igem. Like I'm not the best with pronunciations, and you probably read the chapter, so you can probably pronounce it better than I can. But he has his older brother who's like a really, really big time superhero, sort of like Izuku said himself. He like his older brother, um, Turbo Turbo Hero again to Ida is the same as All Might to Izuku. Like whereas All Might pretty much is Izuku's all-time hero, and he started Izuku off in his journey to become his own hero. Turbo Hero game is the same thing for Ida, so I liked that a lot. I like that we're seeing like a lot of Ida's character in this chapter, and then those crafty reporters like set off the alarm like because they intrude into the school, which by the way I need to like rewind for a sec because I just remembered like there was just one part like the beginning like the interview where they're like just interviewing them, like obviously Zuko's just being shy, don't care about too much with Zero Gravity Girl, like though like the interviews did show like their showed that their characters again, like how they were all different. Like Izuku was just like really nervous because he's like that type of person when it comes to crowds and all that. And since he's all introverted, he's not used to this much attention because of how like back ago, like when he was quarkless. Um, Zero Gravity Girl is Zero Gravity Girlish. Don't really care too much about her. I can explain why later in another review if I'm doing this again. And Ida's just like, yeah, all of this, all of that, la 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 la, going in detail the way he does it. And Bakugo's just like, like they're just asking questions. Oh wait, and they're like, oh yeah, aren't you the slime dude? Like you're like, drop it. I really like Bakugo by the way. And then you got the what's his face, the sensei. He was just like, yeah, you guys just leave. And like I like the way the sensei was just talking to Izuku and Bakugo when in the beginning of the class when they're just like, okay, first things off, here are your evaluations. Bakugo, stop acting like a 7-year-old. You have too much potential. And you, Midoriya, how many times do I have to tell you not to bust your own arm? Like it's it's kind of getting old that you're keeping going. I can't adjust my craft, so I just have to use everything I got. I just like the sensei. He reminds me a lot like Kakashi Sensei, and like as for Neverwalter said in his previous reviews, um, it has again the series has a Naruto esque feel. So if you like Naruto, I think you like this series as well. But anyway, back to where we were. The we got the reporters like they set off the alarm of intruding the school. So like it's treated like a normal alarm if like say anyone else intruded, like if we had a normal intruder like a supervillain or something, it's treated like that. So panic, chaos, because all the students are just like, oh my god, what are we gonna do? This shit's gonna go on now. It's the end of the world, you know. Let's run, people, run. And then like Iida was the only one who was just calm, like he was analyzing the scenario, looking like, wait, this is it's just reporters. Like, guys, like it's just reporters. Chillax. You don't need to be this frantic. But like, and like, but no, obviously, no one else is paying attention because they're just too busy just panicking. And well, um, Izuku's like he got caught up in the crowd too, so he's trapped, and so it's the same way with Zero Gravity Girl. So like, and then like Iida was just thinking like, okay, if I were my brother or if I was Midoriya, what would I do? And he just took, just ran in. He ran in and he took charge of the situation. Is what I like. And again, it just points out the fact that he has really high. He thinks really highly of Midoriya. I'm hoping I'm pronouncing that name right, but he has really high. He holds him really highly. Like he even said himself, like he thinks he has guts and good judgment, which I think, in fairness, Izuku does have that. But as shown in this chapter, like Izuku doesn't always have that charisma that I think Iida has, and I think Iida's just a much more responsible person, and he's like I don't think Izuku's ready to carry like the weight of all his classmates on his shoulders yet. Like I said, this series has a lot of potential. So I say yet because it could be like, oh, maybe like in the next year, like maybe Izuku will be the class president because he has developed that much. But at the moment, he's not ready for that. And again, my man either just took he just took control of the situation, and he just was able to stop everyone. But with the combined effort of his like engine legs, engine calves, or whatever they're called, which is a really cool quirk, and Zero Gravity Girl's ability. Um, he was able to take control of the situation, calm everyone down, and like by the end of it, like Izuku was just like, yeah, no, with my great judgment, the judgment that you think highly of me, I think you're the better man. And I like one of the reasons I really like this chapter was because like I talk to my friends a lot, and a lot of the times in different series, not name blaming, but like I've seen like in other series, like times where like the author would just talk characters up, but not show us what they mean. Like they won't show us what they mean. They just talk them up, and just like, oh, like it's like this and this is like this is because you just say so, not because from what we seen, like they can actually do it. Like for example, if like the manga just if the manga if without this chapter, if Iida was just like, yeah, you're class president because you're the most responsible guy, it'd be like you could see it from previous chapters, but also be like, yeah, but I'm kind of not satisfied with that. And like maybe I think Midoriya could also be like his level, but like because of this chapter, it's like clearly shown that Iida's like on like just a notch above Midoriya when it comes to his level of responsibility and his caliber, him being able to carry out the job. And that's what I liked about this chapter. It showcases that, it shows you why Iida is the class president. It doesn't just tell you that he is, it shows you. And that's what I really like about it. And that's why I'm going to keep on harping on. This series has a lot of potential. Also, what I like, it shows you more of Iida's um into introspection of Iida's character. He really has high regards to his own brother and Midoriya, and that's one of the things I like about it. Like, even though Iida's clearly the best man for this job, he himself doesn't think that. He doesn't hold himself as high as he probably should hold himself, and that's one of the things. Like you can apply it to like other situations. Like sometimes like we may not see how powerful we are like as individuals, and sometimes we might need other people to remind ourselves that. And that's what Ida needed from Izuku. Like Izuku had to be the one to like say, no, you are the better man for this job. You like, and I just like that. It's just one of the things that makes you feel good, and that's why again I like the series. It makes me feel good. Like sure I like really like mind stimulating series like um Hana Hana, or series that challenge my thoughts or my ideology, like the Fate series, Fate State, no, Fate Zero and Fate State 9 Unlimited Blade Works. I haven't seen the original Fate State 9 yet, but and I'm currently enjoying Unlimited Blade Works. Or like it it may not be the darkest series like Berserk, but it's a really fun, enjoyable series, and like it has a kick-ass um premise, superheroes, and it's just something that I think that people will love. Like if you just give it a chance and just just let the series take you in, you will just love it. So that's my review of Boku no Hero Academia chapter 12. Oh, on a side note, like it turns out that the security wall was broken down. We don't know who did it. It's obviously a villain. Like on one of the panels, on one of the earlier panels, where the reporters are, there was it's a you saw the back panel. I mean, you saw the back of a character, and that character looked like those looked like the one of the villainous characters that we saw at the end of chapter 11, like the one with the hand. It looked like it could have been that guy, but that's not really like we're gonna find out eventually as the chapters are coming in like bi-daily or such. But I'm mostly just wanting to focus on the Iida and Izuku characteristics because I really liked that, and I liked how the mangaka showed us why Iida was best for the job and not just tell us. I mean, yeah, he showed us, but not just he didn't just tell us through exposition. He showed us through the chapter, showed us through action, which is what I really like and I really admire. This has been the Primary Hunter, my first chapter review. I'm not promising I'm going to keep doing these. I'm not going to be promising I'm going to do a chapter review for chapter 13. I just wanted to try this out, get my thoughts across, since I don't see many people reviewing it, or many of the people who I would want to review it. So this is my chapter review, guys. I hope you like it. Not sure how my channel is going to be going from here. I'm still going to be doing my vlogish style, my self-help style, but I want to express myself holistically, like not just my self-help self. I want to be me, which is the anime geek me, the video game geek me, the fitness me, the health me, um, the mathematical me, the trollish me, the sexy me. Joking, but I just want to be me. So I'm gonna do whatever I feel like doing, and I hope it goes well. But anyway, this has been the Primary Hunter here today from me to you, and I'll catch you guys later. And yes, I'm still trying to find myself a natural. Peace.